Rajasthan is defined by its aridity. In a climate this harsh, the presence, or absence, of water dictates the boundaries of human survival. Cutting through this dry terrain is the state's most important internal water source, the Banas River. Stretching 512 kilometers, its historical name is Van Kiasha, which translates to the hope of the forest. This map shows the massive footprint of the Banas Basin. It covers over 45,000 square kilometers, and every single inch of that drainage area lies entirely within the borders of Rajasthan. Yet despite that massive geographical footprint, the Banas is a seasonal river. When the peak summer heat arrives, the water recedes and the river disappears completely into the landscape. Even so, this ephemeral waterway provides year-round drinking water to major metropolises like Jaipur. It creates a striking geographical paradox. A river that vanishes in the heat manages to act as the permanent life support system for India's driest state. The water's journey begins at the Verong Kamath, located high up in the Kamnor hills of the Aravalli Range. According to local mythology, the sage Vashist meditated to bring the river down from heaven, and Lord Shiv blessed it to forever nourish the region, which is how it earned the name Van Ki Asha. The Aravalli Range acts as a physical wall, creating a giant funnel forcing rainfall down the eastern slope. Right bank tributaries channel seasonal rains northeast, while left bank tributaries sweep the northern plains. All branching paths ultimately converge into the main central artery of the Banas. This highly efficient water capture network has functioned for millennia, providing enough concentrated resources to sustain ancient pre-Harappan settlements. Archaeologists have unearthed ruins from the Ahar civilization directly along the banks of the Barak tributary, proving that early humans relied heavily on this specific drainage pattern. The true power of the Banas is its vast arterial network, perfectly structured by the surrounding landscape, to maximize the capture of brief, intense monsoon rains across multiple districts. But capturing rainfall naturally isn't enough to sustain a modern population. Humans have to trap that sudden, massive volume of water before it escapes the region. To achieve this, the state constructed the Bisalpur Dam in Tonk district, creating a primary mechanical trap for the river's seasonal surge. This cross-section schematic shows how the dam functions mechanically. It blocks an ephemeral, violent flood and converts that kinetic rush into a deep, controlled, permanent reservoir with a steady, tiny outflow sustained year-round. The output of this specific reservoir pumps drinking water directly to the millions of people in Jaipur, allowing the metropolis to thrive through dry months. Ultimately, human engineering doesn't replace the river. Instead, it acts as a massive physical battery, storing the basin's kinetic seasonal energy to power civilization long after the rains have stopped. Whatever water passes through the dams and continues down the main artery eventually reaches the holy Triveni Sangam near the village of Rameshwar in Sawai Madhopur. Here, the Banas finally merges into the larger Chambal River, ending its 512-kilometer journey across the state. Because of this endpoint, locals historically call it the Venjan River. It never actually reaches the sea, instead disappearing entirely into the landscape and other inland river systems. The relationship with this water has shifted dramatically over the centuries. The ancient mythological reverence for the river has evolved into a highly engineered, desperate reliance on complex water management systems. The Banas proves that a river's worth is defined by its basin's systemic ability to capture rain, rather than the constant flow